It was a very cold in the strange land of Mizzi Potasia. A great big freezy storm had left everything frosty frozen. But that didn't stop Mizzi Mozzi and her two best friends, Lekko and Flip Flop. They wrapped up nice and warm to go skating on the frosty frozen Glycy Gelato lake.
But we don't have any ice skates.
The Skitty Skatey Pingloos will help us.
Skitty Skatey Pingloos love the frosty frozen winter and spend all day skiddy skating on their tummies.
Look at me skating with the help of the Pingloos.
When it was time to go home, Mizzi Mozzi thanked the Skitty Skatey Pingloos for amazing ice skates.
What? We love to skitty skate, so you are welcome anytime. But before you go, we want to show you something most strange. Look!
Mizzi Mozzi could hear crying from inside the dark hollow of a big Vombera vagera tree.
We should investigate.
Goodlies Grixis!
4 frazzle-frozzled creatures with wings sat on the floor, hugging each other to keep warm.
Who are you and why are you hiding inside this dark hollow?
We are Impy Nymphy Filigree Fairy Flies, and my name is Habitaki Suru.
We can't get to the hissing hot hydra baths, and we are really cold!
The hissing hot hydra baths are hot water baths and are way up in the mysterious Mikahara mountain. Habitaki Suru explained that they spend the warm summertime at the Glycy Glegato lake, chasing away the Mucho Musance mezquitas.
I'm confuselated. What are the Mucho Musance mezquiters? They are nasty, mean bugs who come in the summertime and sting-bite everybody with their long, pricky noses.
And if we don't chase them away, then they make everyone miserable on their summer holiday.
Then, after the summer times, we return to the hissing hot hydra baths where the Bandicloo shampoo steam monkeys clean and fix our filigree fairy fly wings.
But now we can't fly because our filigree fairy fly wings are frazzle-frazzled.
We have to help the fairy flies, otherwise the lake will be full of Mucho Musance mezquitas when summertime comes.
But how are the Impy Nymphy Filigree Fairy Flies going to reach the hissing hot hydra baths if their filigree fairy fly wings are frazzle-frazzled?
I have an imagination. Let's ask the Quasita Quark Queen for help.
The Quasita Quark Queen lives in an ice palace high on a mountain. When they arrived at the Quasita Quark Queen's ice palace, Mizzi Mozzi rang the snow bell. The Quasita Quark Queen does not speak, but instead makes air words with her hands. Flip Flop learned how to read air words at school, so he told everyone what the Queen was saying.
The Quasita Quark Queen welcomes us and wants to know how she can help.
Please use air words to tell the Queen that the wings of the fairy flies are all frazzle-frazzled, and they can't fly to the hissing hot hydra baths.
The Queen says that she will lend us the turbinated Tobliggan to travel to the hissing hot hydra baths in double quick time.
The turbinated Tobliggan came whooshing through the snow and stopped beside them. Mizzi Mozzi, Lekko, Flip Flop, and the 4 Impy Nymphy Filigree Fairy Flies stepped onto the turbinated Tobliggan, waved goodbye to the Queen, and sped away through the snow. The turbinated Tobliggan didn't take long to reach the hissing hot hydra baths. The Impy Nymphy Filigree Fairy Flies jumped straight into the hissing hot hydra baths to warm up, and the Bandicloo shampoo steam monkeys were soon cleaning and fixing their frazzle-frazzled wings.
Come and join us in the nice hot hydra baths!
It was very frosty frozen, so Mizzi Mozzi, Lekko and Flip Flop jumped into the hydra baths and splashed around in the hot water.
It's so nice and warm.
Time for a song.
In a frosty, frozen land where the chill winds blow, Mizzi Mozzi and her friends said, let's give it a go. With skates of skitty, skatey Pingloos strapped to their feet, they zoomed on Glycy Gelato, a skating feat. Oh, whoosh and swoosh through the icy play, Mizzi and her friends made the cold their stage. But what's this now? A mystery to solve. Frazzle-frazzled fairy flies needing help to evolve. The Impy Nymphy fairies with wings frazzled tight couldn't reach the hot baths for their magical flight. Mizzi hatched a plan with imagination imagination bright. To the Quasit to Quack Queen, they zoom through the night. The Queen waved her hand, spoke an air word flow. Take the turbinated toboggan, off you go. With propellers spinning, through snow they raced to the hissing hot baths in a golden sled embraced. A whoosh and swoosh through the frosty scene, helping fairy friends with their golden sheen. At the steamy baths, laughter filled the air, Mizzi and her pals enjoying warmth to share.
Suddenly they heard shouting.
Mizzi Mozzi, come quick! What's the matter? The Mucho Musant's Mezquiters have come to the frosty frozen Glici Gelato Lake and are sting-biting everyone with their long, pointy noses.
But it's too cold for the Mucho Musant's Mezquiters. They only come to the Glici Gelato Lake in the warm summertime.
But the Mucho Musant's Mezquiters have got clever and are wearing coats, scarves, and gloves.
But the Bandicloo shampoo steam monkeys haven't had time to clean and fix the frazzle-frazzled wings of the impy-nymphy filigree fairy flies.
We must do something until the impy-nymphy filigree fairy flies are ready. Let's go!
They jumped into the turbinated toboggan and travelled down the mysterious Mikahara mountain to the Glici Gelato Lake. When they arrived, they could see the Mucho Musant's Mezquitas trying to sting-bite everyone.
I have another imagination!
They told the turbinated toboggan to head back to see the Quasetta Quark Queen as quickly as possible. Flip-Flop told the Queen about Mizzi Mozzi's imagination, who then made the longest air words ever. Suddenly, the strangest bush plants flew out from between the trees.
These are called wispy witchweeds. They will follow us down to the Glici Gelato Lake and scare away the Mezquitas until the filigree fairy flies come back.
When they arrived at the Glici Gelato Lake, the wispy witchweeds began to make the most wicked screaming noise and chased the Mucho Musant's Mezquitas all over. The Mucho Musant's Mezquitas got so scared that they crashed right into a big Wombera Wagara tree. The Mucho Musant's Mezquitas flew so hard into the big Wombera Wagara tree that their pricky noses got stuck into the tree trunk and couldn't move.
What are we going to do with the Mucho Musant's Mezquitas? No, they are nastily mean bugsy bugs, but we can't leave them stuck in the big Wombera Wagara tree for the never-evers.
Let's wait for the impy-nymphy filigree fairy flies.
When the impy-nymphy filigree fairy flies arrived, they pulled and pulled to unstick the Mezquitas from the tree trunk. They pulled so hard that the Mezquitas ended up with a lump of tree trunk stuck to their pricky noses. Well, the Mucho Musant's Mezquitas realized that they couldn't sting-bite anyone anymore and flew away in a really bad mood, never to be seen again.
That was quite an adventure, and it's made me very hungry.
Let's go home and eat some categorically crumptious chocolate cake and drink some Zolly Lollipoppy lemonade.
And what about some freezy frosty moonbeam ice cream?
No way! I don't want to see anything chilly cold until next frosty frozen time.
On the frozen Glici Lake, with penguin friends to ice skate, Mizzi Mozzi found that day some fairy flies who lost their way. Frazzle-frazzled fairy wings, what a most peculiar thing. Off to mountain baths they flew to fix their wings like brand new. But the mean mosquitoes came in winter coats to play their game, till the witchweed scared them so they crashed right in the tree. Oh no, no, now the lake is peaceful, sweet. Time for treats and things to eat. Mizzi Mozzi saved the day, and that's the tale. Hip, hip, hooray.
in the never rain, sugar plains of Granularia live the Troki-Toki Trockles. The Troki-Toki Trockles are busy using big, brightly brilliant purple tantrazine treasure crystals to build their shimmer-glimmer Pavanini palace. Troki-Toki Trockles are very good at excavating deep down into the sugar sands to collect the best tantrazine treasure crystals. The Troki-Toki Trockles are friends with the Sniffle-Snuffle Sand Slinkies, who sniffle-snuffle under the sugar sands to find the most brightly brilliant tantrazine treasure crystals. But they need to be careful, because every tantrazine treasure crystal is guarded by a Gibola Diabola sneaky snakey, ready to give a nasty bite. But the Troki-Toki Trockles play a clever tricksy trick on the Gibola Diabola sneaky snakies, who love to eat kinkaroo candies, and which makes them deeply sleepy. Then the Troki-Toki Trockles creep past the snoozing snakies and grab the crystals right from under their horrible slimy noses. There is another danger menace in the never-rain sugar plains of Granularia called the sticky Sandoral Sablieres, which are full tops with goopy, sticky sugar sand. And be careful. If you step into a sticky Sandoral Sabliere, you'll sink and be disagone for the never-evers. To make sure no one steps into a sticky Sandaral Sabliere, the Siffle-Wiffle sand wasps help the Troki-Toki Trockles keep away by flying ahead and warning them when danger is near. One day, the Siffle-Wiffle sand wasps flew ahead, looking out for sticky Sandaral Sablieres. All of a sudden, they whipped around and buzzily-buzzed most fast back to the Troki-Toki Trockles.
We've just found the biggest, hugest sticky Sandoral Sabliere in the never-evers!
And it's so hugely big that it's blocked your way back to the Shimmer Glimmer Pavanini Palace and you are all trapped!
How's it strange? Let's take a look-see.
They climbed to the top of a tall sugar sand hill and couldn't believe their eyes. A bigger-than-biggest machine was sucking up the sugar sand and vomit-spewing out horrible sticky gobbly-dee goop to make the biggest, hugest sticky Sandoral Sabliere in the never-evers.
It's a Gooply Clatterator. The only creatures with a Gooply Clatterator are the Gobbling Gorge Goblins.
Gobbling Gorge Goblins are mean and live in the deep and dark Golgotha Gorge. They are always trying to robble-steal the tantrazine treasure crystals from the Troki-Toki Trockles.
What are we going to do?
Maybe Mizzi Mozzi and her friends will help us.
Good idea!
He asked a Siffle-Wiffle sand wasp called Tsitsi Tsetsi to fly and find Mizzi Mozzi. Mizzi Mozzi and her friends Lekko and Flip-Flop were playing in the garden when Tsitsi Tsetsi flew in so fast that he almost crashed into Mizzi Mozzi.
What's the hurry, flurry, blurry?
What's wrong? The Gobbling Gorge Goblins have used their Gooply Clatterator to make a hugest, biggest sticky Sandoral Sabliere full of horrible sticky gobbly-dee goop, and the Troki-Toki Trockles are trapped!
We must help.
Flip-Flop, who can change into gazillions of shapes, turned into a helicopter.
All aboard!
From the sky, they could see the Gooply Clatterator vomit-spewing out horrible sticky gobbly-dee goop.
Hello! I hear you're in some kind of trouble?
Hello, Mizzi Mozzi. We're trapped and can't walk across the biggest, hugest sticky Sandaral Sabliere because we'll sink and be disagone for the never-evers.
And even if we get across, then we have to walk through the deep and dark Golgotha Gorge, which is full of Gobbling Gorge Goblins ready to robble-steal our sacks of tantrazine treasure crystals. I've got an imagination!
Mizzi Mozzi explained her plan to the Siffle-Wiffle sand wasps, who then buzzily buzzed away.
Now I need the Troki-Toki Trockles to give the Gibola Diabola sneaky snakies lots and lots of kinkaroo candies.
And then?
Once they fall deep asleep, bring them to me in your sacks.
So the Troki-Toki Trockles and the Sniffle-Snuffle Sand Slinkies went to catch the Gibola Diabola sneaky snakies.
Look, look!
It was the Siffle-Wiffle sand wasps with their arms full of roundly rotundo tangle-tree logs.
Let's get to work!
Mizzi Mozzi told them of her imagination, and soon everyone was chopping the roundly rotundo trangle-tree logs into lots of different parts and pieces.
Chop, chop, chop goes the tangle tree log. Buzz, buzz, buzz says the sandwich peep squad. Piece by piece, what could it be? A puzzly wuzzly mystery. Oh, Mizzi Mozzi's got a plan. The cleverest of clever
When Troki Toki Trockles came back with sacks full of dozy, sleepy, Jibola Diabola sneaky snakies, they couldn't believe their eyes.
What is it?
It's a flutterating car boat. Because it's a half boat, we can fill the inside full of the Tantrazine treasure crystals and safely float across the biggest, hugest, sticky Sandaral Sabliere.
And then we can use the wheels to drive all the way to the Shimmer Glimmer Pavanini Palace, through the deep and dark Golgotha Gorge.
But the deep and dark Golgotha Gorge is full of Goblin Gorge goblins who will try to steal our Tantrazine treasure crystals!
Don't worry. I want you to put a dozy, sleepy, Jibola Diabola sneaky snaky inside each of the flutterating car boat's elasticated cannon tubes.
In no times, they had floated over the biggest, hugest, sticky Sandaral Sabliere and started to drive through the deep and dark Golgotha Gorge.
The Goblin Gorge goblins are going to jump on the flutterating car boat!
And sure enough, the flutterating car boat was soon surrounded by Goblin Gorge goblins.
Watch this!
Lekko and Flip Flop pulled back the elasticated cannon tube's rubber elastics as far as they could, and waited. Now! Lekko and Flip Flop let go of the rubber elastics that spring-pinged the dozy, sleepy, Jibola Diabola sneaky snakies towards the Goblin Gorge goblins. The snakies landed, furious, and chased the goblins straight into the giant sticky Sandaral Sabliere, disappearing forever. When the flutterating car boat arrived at the Shimmer Glimmer Pavanini Palace, everyone helped to unload the Tantrazine treasure crystals.
These are the last Tantrazine treasure crystals we need to finish the Shimmer Glimmer Pavanini Palace. I would like to thank Lekko, Flip Flop, the Sniffle Snuffle Sand Slinkies, and the Siffle Wiffle Sand Wasps for being so brave. And to Mizzi Mozzi for coming up with such a great imagination. I would like you to finish the Shimmer Glimmer Pavanini Palace by placing this pointy Tantrazine treasure crystal right at the very most top.
Mizzi Mozzi flew up using her winglets and placed the Tantrazine treasure crystal right at the very most top of the Shimmer Glimmer Pavanini Palace.
Hooray, hooray, and hooray! The Shimmer Glimmer Pavanini Palace is now finished.
And what a beautiful Shimmer Glimmer Pavanini Palace it was. Before Mizzi Mozzi, Lekko and Flip Flop began their journey home, Balam Chilam gave them each a large bag of Kinkaroo candies.
And don't worry, it won't give you the sleepies, so you can eat as many as you want.
Woohoo! Yummy yummy in my tummy.
Mizzi, Mozzi and her clever crew let go and flip flop, what will they do? Across the sands where the danger's steep, with the sticky sublier that's oh so deep. Spring, ping, bounce away, Jibola snaky save the day. Through the gorge and over the sand, the flutterating car boat's grand. Goblins tried to attack, but the sneaky snakies pushed them back. Flying through the air with a mighty fling, who knew chaos could have such a swing? Spring, ping, bounce away, Jibola snakies save the day. Through the gorge and over the sand, the flutterating car boat's grand. Crystals shining purple and bright, building a palace, what a sight. With a cheer and a brilliant plan, Mizzi Mozzi's the hero of the land. Spring, ping, bounce away, Jibola snaky save the day. Through the gorge and over the sand, the flutterating car boat's grand. Hooray, hooray, the palace stands tall, thanks to the team who did it all. Mizzi Mozzi and friends so true, always ready for something new.
Mizzi Mozzi and her friends Flip Flop and Lekko were on their way to a very quiet place, deep inside the fantastic Fizzy Fuzzle Forest. This was the home of the Twisker Whisker Tea House Tree Mouse, who lives in a tea house at the top of a tall green tea tree.
Why are we going to see the Twiska Whiska Tea House Tree Mouse?
The Twiska Whiska Tea House Tree Mouse is famous for her yummy tea.
And she gives it to us in a most special way called a tea ceremony.
Hi-yo, hi-yo! Yo-hey-yo, hi!
We have come for the tea ceremony.
You are most welcome. I will need to heat up the tea termousse on the flame fire flambeau.
The tea termousse is a purple kettle full of tea leaves. The tea termousse sits on the flame fire flambeau, which is a cooking stove with 3 chimneys. Soon the water in the tea termousse was boiling, but so much smoke started coming out of the 3 chimneys. And more smoke. And even more smoke.
So much smoky, smogly pollution.
I can hardly see.
This is not normal. Maybe it's the strange green logs that are making so much smoky, smogly smoke?
Just then they heard a growling noise coming from the forest.
That growling noise is from the fearsome four-headed gobble-chew-swallow snakey. It's coming to gobble-chew-swallow me, and I can't see anything through all this smoky, smogly smoke.
I have an machination. Climb up the tea tree and hide in the tea house.
So while they climbed up to hide in the tea house, Mizzi Mozzi poured the water from the tea termousse down the flame fire flambeau's chimneys. But just as the smoke cleared, the fearsome four-headed gobble-chew-swallow snakey appeared. But when the gobble-chew-swallow snakey saw them high up in the tea tree, it slithy slithered back into the forest. After waiting, they came down from the tea tree and looked at the soaking wet flame fire flambeau.
I'm sorry we can't have the tea ceremony because the flame fire flambeau is all soaky wet. And anyways, I can't use the strange green woodleys because they make so much smoky smoke.
I have an imagination to heat the water and get rid of the four-headed gobble-chew-swallow snakey for the never-evers. But I need some help from my forest friends.
Mizzi Mozzi used her foot to make some loud foot stomps on the ground.
Wow! Mirror glitter fixer ants.
Mirror glitter fixer ants are covered in glittery mirror dust. They are very strong and have 6 legs.
Hi-yo, hi-yo. My name is Argentum.
Yo-hey-yo-hey!
How can the mirror glitter fixer ants help you?
The four-headed snakey tried to gobble-chew-swallow the tea house tree mouse by sneaking through the smoky smoke.
And without the flame fire flambeau, the tea house tree mouse can't heat up the water to make the tea.
And without the yummy tea, there is no tea ceremony.
So I'm asking the Mirror Glitter Fixa ants to help me build a machine-orator that will make hot water without using any woodleys.
We're happy to help.
The Mirror Glitter Fixer ants marched into the fantastic Fizzy Fuzzle Forest and came back carrying some great big leaves. Then they rubbed their glittering mirror dust all over the leaves and turned them into mirrors. Then they made a circle with the mirror leaves and put the tea termousse right in the middle.
Most strangely strange, how does this machine-orator work to make the water inside the tea termousse hotly hot?
Aha! It works when the sunny hots sent down from the day star shine onto the mirror leaves.
And then, as if by magic, the mirror leaves bounced all the sunny hots at the tea termousse, and soon enough, the water was steaming.
It works! Now we can have the tea ceremony without all the smoky smokies. Time for a song!
How can the mirror glitter fix ants help you? Asked Argentum with a sparkle so true. The gobble chew snakey, oh my, oh me, tried to gobble the twiska whiska tea mouse. Yeah! No tea, no ceremony, such dismay. But Mizzi Mozzi had a plan to save the day. The mirror glitter fix ants, hooray! Glittering magic in a cloud. leaves shining in a bright circle beam, heating up the tea thermos with a solar dream. No woolies needed, no smoke in the air. With mirror dust they showed they care. Keen lustre led with a twinkly cheer, and soon the tea was bubbling near. The fantastic fizzy fuzzle forest came alive. With teamwork and glitter the tea would survive. The mirror glitter fixer ants hooray, glittering magic in a clever display. Mirror leaves shining in a bright circle beam, heating up the tea thermos with a solar dream.
But what if the Gobble-Chew-Swallow Snakey decides to come back to Gobble-Chew-Swallow, the tea house tree mouse?
I have an imagination!
Mizzi Mozzi explained her imagination to the mirror glitter fixer ants, who marched back into the fantastic fizzy fuzzle forest.
While we wait for the mirror glitter fixer ants, we need to fill the flame fire flambeau with some of the strangely strange green woodleys.
But if we make some smoky smoke, then the fearsome four-headed Gobble-Chew-Swallow Snakey will come back.
I want the fearsome four-headed Gobble-Chew-Swallow Snakey to come back and try to Gobble-Chew-Swallow the tea house tree mouse.
That's the most strangerous imagination ever.
But they all knew that Mizzi Mozzi had the best ever imaginations, so they put some strangely strange green woodleys into the flame fire flambeau. The mirror glitter fixer ants had been busy in the forest. They had glued a bunch of twiggly sticks together until they looked almost like a real tea house tree mouse.
How very, very strange!
Then the mirror glitter fixer ants placed the twiggly stick tea house tree mouse right in the middle of the glittering mirror leaves.
We'll start the flame fire flambeau to make lots of smoke once we see the full moon in the nighttime sky.
And sure enough, the full moon soon came out in the nighttime sky. But the full moon is different to the day star. The full moon doesn't send down the sunny hots. Instead, the full moon sends down the chilly cold, freezy frozzles.
I'm starting to get chilly cold.
Let's start the flame fire flambeau and then hide in the nice warm treehouse.
It didn't take long for the flame fire flambeau to start puffling out lots of smoke. That's when they heard a horrible noise coming from the forest.
It's the fearsome four-headed Gobble-Chew-Swallow Snakey!
The snake saw the twiggly stick tea house tree mouse and, thinking it was real, rushed inside the circle of mirror leaves to Gobble-Chew-Swallow. But then, the most amazing thing happened.
What happened?
The mirror leaves bounced all the full moon's chilly cold, freezy frozzles onto the snakey. It's now shivering weavering, and will soon be freezy frozzled like an ice lolly.
Mizzi Mozzi went to ask Argentum and Kina Lustra if the mirror glitter fixer ants could do one more thing.
Happy to help!
The strongest mirror glitter fixer ants loaded the freezy frozzled Gobble-Chew-Swallow Snakey onto their backs and marched off through the fantastic fizzy fuzzle forest.
There will be lots of yummy tea waiting for you when you get back!
But tell me, Mizzi Mozzi, where are they taking the freezy frazzled Gobble-Chew-Swallow Snakey?
To the freezy frozzled mysterious Mikahara Mountain, so that it stays freezy frozzled for the never-evers.
And now finally, for the tea ceremony!
Mizzi Mozzi, Flip Flop and Lekko sat on the floor of the lovely tree house. The tea house tree mouse filled the most gorgeousful little teacups from the tea thermos. And so it was that they all sat in this very quiet place, sipping their yummy tea and happy that thanks to Mizzi Mozzi's best ever imagination, the fearsome four-headed Gobble-Chew-Swallow Snakey would never Gobble-Chew-Swallow ever again.
Mizzi Mozzi has an idea so bright, her imagination that shines super light. With friends by her side, she'll save the day. Cleverness always finds a way. Imagination, oh imagination, a spark of magic, pure creation. When troubles come, don't you be scared, and imagine by her side. With courage and friendship, they'll take the wild ride. Nearer dust ants and a four-headed snake. An adventure that's fun to make. Imagination, let's be bold. A story of courage yet to be told. When monsters appear and danger is near, and imagination will make things clear. Look tough, but don't you worry, there's always a way if you don't hurry. Use your imagination, be clever and bright, everything will turn out just right. Imagination, we did it at last. We conquered the challenge, the danger has passed. With friends by our side and a clever plan, and imagination can help you, it can. It's Mizzi Mozzi.
One day, Lekko came to Mizzi Mozzi and Flip Flop with a strangely strange box. Inside the box was a small purple and yellow square egg.
What is it?
I found it in the forest, and I'm keeping it nice and cozy warm inside the box until it hatches.
But what type of creature is going to hatch?
It's a mystery. I've never seen such a strange purple and yellow square egg.
Even stranger, by the next day the purple and yellow square egg had grown humongous, and out popped a big purple and yellow dragon.
Hide, hide!
It's so cute.
Flip Flop tickled the purple and yellow dragon behind its ears, and it began to purr like a little kitten.
I'll call him Sorato.
Soon, Mizzi Mozzi, Lekko and Flip Flop were playing with Sorato in the fantastic Fizzle-Fuzzle forest. Sorato chased the flippy-flappy flies, but he was so big and heavy he shook the ground. Mizzi Mozzi and Flip Flop went to see Sorato the next day, but found Lekko very upset.
It's Sorato. He's getting smaller and smaller.
What if Sorato shrinks until he's so small that he disappears?
Professor Brainly Brilliant will know what to do.
Professor Brainly Brilliant is a Brainiac. Brainiacs like Professor Brainly Brilliant have two heads, so are very clever.
Sorato the dragon, purple and yellow, was shrinking quite fast like a mountain marshmallow. Mizzi Mozzi and Flip Flop started to worry. They shouted to Lekko, we had better hurry. Oh no, Sorato, don't you sneeze. The dragon shouldn't shrink like this, so please let's find a way to stop this shrink. Professor Brainly Brilliant's got the thinks. They raced to the lab where Brainly Brilliant stayed, with funny machines and ideas homemade. He scratched his head and said with a cheer, don't worry my friends, the solution is near. Oh no, Sorato, don't you sneeze. Dragon shouldn't shrink like this, so please let's find a way to stop this shrink. Professor Brainly Brilliant's got the thinks.
Ah ha ha! Sorato is a muglicating diminuendo dragon.
Why is Sorato shrinking?
There is a magic stone called the Tagla Tabadagla that gets stronger when Sorato breathes his fire on it. As long as it is hot, the stone will keep Sorato big and powerful.
So if we don't get Sorato to the Tagla Tabadagla magic stone, he will disappear altogether?
But it's even worse than bad. You see, a hot Tagla Tabadagla stone also keeps the sky a nice light blue.
And what happens if the Tagla Tabadagla stone gets freezy cold?
Doubly disastrous. The sky will turn darkest dark and we won't be able to see anything.
Look, it's already getting dark, so we must hurry.
Where is the Tagla Tabadagla magic stone?
It's on a small island in the middle of the Oodie Oodal Oasis.
Professor Brainly Brilliant explained that an oasis was a place with a water pond and lots of strange trees. The Oodie Oodal Oasis is in the middle of a very hot and dry desert called the Ataclama Sandruff.
Here is a map, but be careful. The winds in the Ataclama Sandruff can be most strong and blow you away. And also, watch out for the snappy, snarly, spitty sand eels who live under the sand and will spit pebble stones at you.
Is everything so nasty in the Ataclama Sandruff?
Not everything. You might meet some Gleema Shima dragon bugs who can help you.
We must be brave and leave right away.
They soon reached the edge of the Ataclama Sandruff and began to walk using Professor Brainly Brilliant's map.
Ouch, something hit me!
Ow! Something hit me too!
Pebble stones. It's the snappy, snarly, spitty sand eels.
Help us, Smorzato!
Smorzato blew moglicating dragon fire at them, and the eels disappeared under the sand most quick.
We're halfway there. But oh no! The wind blew the map away, and now we can't find the Udi Udal oasis.
It's like Smorzato is talking to someone.
Listen, listen! Can you hear the buzzy buzzing sound?
Soon the sky was full of shimmering, glimmering, buzzing flying creatures.
It's the Gleema Shima dragon bugs. Smorzato called them to help us.
Mizzi Mozzi explained that they were lost, but the Gleema Shima dragon bugs just buzzed above them.
They don't understand our speak-talkings.
Then Smorzato gave a few more yips. And the Gleema Shima dragon bugs did the strangest thing ever. They began to buzz and flick the sandly sandruff. Then they left and flew away.
Why did the Gleema Shima dragon bugs buzz and flick the sandly sandruff?
And they didn't even wait for us to follow them.
Very strange, but I wonder...
Mizzi Mozzi flew up in the air to where the Gleema Shima dragon bugs had buzzed and flicked the sandly sandruff.
It's a skyagram! The dragon bugs drew a map in the sand that you can only see from the sky.
With the help of the skyagram, they soon arrived at the Udi Udal oasis. And right in the middle was the small island with the Tagla Tabadagla magic stone, which was freezy cold. Flip-Flop, who can change into anything, became a boat, and they sailed to the island.
Quick! Smorzato is so small he's almost disagone!
Lekko put Smorzato down in front of the magic stone, who took a deep breath, puffed out, and... only smoke!
Try again, little Smorzato!
Yeah!
And every time Smorzato puffed his dragon fire at the magic stone, he grew bigger and bigger. And as the Tagla Tabadagla magic stone got hotter, the sky got bluer and bluer and bluer.
We're just in time. But now we need to get back home.
So they kissed Smorzato goodbye. Then the dragon bugs placed a little Tagla Tabadagla magic necklace around their necks.
It's for luck and to show us the way home.
And sure enough, they made it back across the Ataclama Sandruff safely safe.
We never saw the snappy, snarly, spitty sand eels.
They ran away with their tails all smoky.
And when they looked up at the sky, guess what they saw? It was a light blue, and all because of a little fire-breathing, moglicating diminuendo dragon called Smorzato.
In a forest far away, on a sunny, dreamy day, Mizzi Mozzi, Flip-Flop, and Lekko found their way. A purple yellow egg in a box so warm. What could it be, they asked, what's this odd form? It cracked, it shook, it gave a mighty bark. A dragon hatched so bright yet stark. Smorzato was his name, with a purr and a roar. But shrinking, oh what's in store? Oh Smorzato, we're by your side. Through deserts vast and skies so wide. With your fire, the sky turns blue. Together we'll see this adventure through. Through the Ataclama sands, Snappy, snarly eels popped out from everywhere. Pebble stones flew, but Smorzato stood tall. With a stomp and a flame, they scared them all. The map blew away, the sky grew dim, but dragon bugs arrived thanks to him. Buzzing, flicking, they drew a map so clear. The oasis was near, no more fear. Oh, Smorzato, we're by your side, through deserts vast and skies so wide. With your fire, the sky turns blue. Together we'll see this adventure through.
Mizzi Mozzi and her two best friends Lekko and Flip Flop were super duper excited. Today they were going to ride the Whizzle Sizzle space train all the way to the Play-A-Lot Play Park planet.
I can't wait to get on all the rides. Yay!
Move along, move along. Don't mess around or I won't let you get on the Whizzle Sizzle space train.
But we haven't done anything.
Don't worry. The Spittle Whistle Station Master is always grumbling and in a badly bad mood.
Soon the Whizzle Sizzle space train was whizzling sizzling along the floating space tracks towards Play-A-Lot Play Park planet. Play-A-Lot Play Park planet was amazing and full of lots and loads of fun rides. They screamed on the merrily go up and down when it pushed them way up and then dropped them down most fast.
That was so much fun.
We have to get back to the station. But before we go, who wants to eat some rubber bandy cottony candy?
Come and get it, the best rubber bandy cottony candy in the never-evers.
I love rubber bandy cottony candy. Yummy!
Me too!
Yummy, yummy!
Rubber bandy cotton candy makes us oh so giggly dandy. At the Play-A-Lot Play Park planet, we found our joy, now we won't can it. Swinging high up to the stars, bouncing round in bumper cars. Everywhere's a place to play, we're never leaving that today. Rubber bandy cotton candy makes us oh so giggly dandy. At the Play-A-Lot Play Park planet, we found our joy, now we won't can it. Round and round the merry-go, high and low we twirl and glow. Let's keep dancing all around in this fun world we have found. Rubber bandy cotton candy makes us oh so giggly dandy. At the Play-A-Lot Play Park planet, we found our joy, now we won't can it.
As they ate their rubber bandy cottony candy, they headed back to the train station.
All aboard the train back to Mesopotamia and no messing around.
The Spittle Whistle Station Master blew his spittle whistle and the Whizzle Sizzle space train left the station on its way back to Mesopotamia. As the space train moved along on the space tracks, Mizzi Mozzi, Lekko and Flip Flop looked through the window and tried to count all the bright stars in the universe.
I wonder why we've stopped right in the middle of the universe.
Look!
When they looked through the window, they could see a holy moly meteorite that had floated onto the space tracks and was blocking the Whizzle Sizzle space train. Inside the holes of the holy moly meteorite lived the florry-foozly fleather worms and little monkey-looking creatures called wormy-riding garang-tangs. The wormy-riding garang-tangs ride on the worms to stars and meteorites to keep everything shining most brightly bright.
It's dismal abysmal, but I know how to get rid of the holy moly meteorite. You'll see.
The Station Master blew his spittle whistle 3 times, and Mizzi Mozzi, Lekko and Flip Flop felt a mumble rumble as a huge machinerator came along the space tracks.
It's a Wakabasha Locomotion Machina.
What's the Wakabasha Locomotion Machina going to do?
It's going to Wakabasha the holy moly meteorite off the space tracks with its long big stick. Ha ha ha!
But it's going to get smashed into pieces and bits.
The flory-foozly fleather worms and the wormy-riding garang-tangs won't have anywhere to live.
And who's going to fluff off the stardust from the bright stars and keep them most brightly bright?
I don't care. I want the holy moly meteorite off the space tracks to get the space train moving again.
Then the Station Master blew his spittle whistle 4 times to tell the Wakabasha Locomotion Machina to start wakabashing. But the holy moly meteorite didn't move off the space tracks, and it didn't smash into pieces and bits.
Look, all the flory-foozly fleather worms have come out of their wormholes, and the Wakabasha Locomotion Machina's long big stick is only hitting fluffy feathers.
Ja, you think you're so smarty clever, but I have an ever better way.
The Station Master blew his spittle whistle 5 times, and Locomotion Machina pushed the long big stick between the holy moly meteorite and the space tracks.
Haha, that didn't work either. You blow more hot air than a glumby gale breather.
This time the Station Master blew his spittle whistle 6 times, and the Locomotion Machina used its boom bloom blast blower to try and blow the meteorite off the space tracks. But instead of pushing the holy moly meteorite off the space tracks, it slowly began to rolly-roll towards the Play-A-Lot Play Park Planet Station.
The rolling holy moly meteorite is going to rolly-roll over the whizzle-sizzle space train, and we're going to get squash-elated.
Oh no! It's going to rolly-roll all the way to the Play-A-Lot Play Park planet, and it will get bashed and broccolated.
I have an imagination!
Mizzi Mozzi flew across to the Station Master and grabbed his spittle whistle. Mizzi Mozzi blew 3 whistles, and the whizzle-sizzle space train started back towards the Play Park Planet Station as fast as it could, with the rolly-rolling holy moly meteorite right behind them.
Faster! The holy moly meteorite is almost on top of us, and we're going to get super squash-elated.
Mizzi Mozzi blew the spittle whistle lots and loads, and the whizzle-sizzle space train moved faster and faster. As soon as the space train arrived at the Play Park Planet Station, they moved the space tracks away from the station and onto the Merrily Go Up and Down.
Just in time!
The holy moly meteorite whooshed right past the station onto the Merrily Go Up and Down and flew off into the Universe.
But what happens when another holy moly meteorite gets stuck on the whizzle-sizzle space train's space tracks?
I've got an imagination. Help me get together lots and loads of rubber bandy cottony candies.
Once they had lots and loads of rubber bandy cottony candies, Mizzi Mozzi blew the spittle whistle and the whizzle-sizzle space train left the Play-A-Lot Play Park Planet Station towards Mizzi Potasia.
Most strange, Mizzi Mozzi! Why are we sticking the rubber bandy cottony candies to the space tracks?
You'll see!
The spittle whistle Station Master was waiting for them when they arrived at Mizzi Potasia Station, and he was more grumblier than ever.
Why did you take my spittle whistle?
To stop the holy moly meteorite from bashing and broccolating the Play-A-Lot Play Park planet.
And we did it!
And why did you put the rubber bandy cottony candies all along the space tracks?
Because now when a holy moly meteorite hits the space tracks, it will bounce off the rubber bandy cottony candies and not get stuck.
That's a very good imagination. I am going to give you magic tickets so you can go to the Play-A-Lot Play Park planet anytime you want.
Yes!
Yeah!
Hooray!
Fantastic-astic!
And what are we going to do with all the leftover rubber bandy cottony candies?
I'm gonna eat them all until I have a full belly.
Mizzi Mozzi, pure delight. Lekko's laugh, a spark so bright. Flip-flop skips in starry night. The holy moly meteorite, shimmering in the twilight. Save for friends with hearts so right. They hold their magic tickets tight. Play a moly meteorite, shimmering in the twilight. Saved by friends with hearts so right. They hold their magic tickets tight.